The shoulders ready for game time.
Welcome back, guys. Episode 11. Shout out to my co-host for today, Day Day.
Hi haters, we back with hi haters.
Unfortunately, Gabby is out for this episode.
Gabitha, we miss you. You heard?
We miss you. Again, some personal issues, but she'll be back like cook crack.
And you know that like a poet. Hi, Stace.
What's going on? Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy
2022. We got to be thankful we made it through the year.
I mean, we had no other choice.
I mean, you know, for the people who we lost 2021.
Yes, of course. Condolences to the family.
It was a crazy year, interesting journey, but
that shit went by dumb fast.
It did. It truly did.
Time don't hit the same no more. That shit just be
That's
jarred.
why you got to make shit happen. You can't waste no time.
Bet. Let's go get a brick right now. Flip it. What's up?
We'll talk
all
business.
day.
Yeah.
You always say we're going to talk business off the mic and never do. Never do. Never do. I'm still trying to figure out the business plan for Stacey.
Yo, you know, we definitely got to talk some business.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yo, so before we get into the topic, right? I was watching The Mystical. Let's set the scene. The year is 2000. We about 7 to 8 years old, right? Remember the Shake Your Ass video?
Yes.
Okay. Remember it came on BET Uncut?
Yes.
What was your reaction at a 7 to 8 year old when Mystical said, I came in the club with my dick in my head?
But for some reason, I don't think I really paid attention to lyrics the way I pay attention to lyrics now. Because there's certain songs, like, for example, this is so off topic, guys, like Too Close by Next.
Oh my God.
I used to really sing that song when I was young. And I never really understood that he wanted us to feel his thing while we was grinding.
Shorty said she felt something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, here I am, this little 9-year-old, 10-year-old, singing a song. Little do I know that I'm trying to feel on someone's,
My son was molesting this woman in the club to some R&B.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of songs where, like, my neck, my back, lick my... I knew what it meant, but again, I used to sing it mad proudly.
That was just a woman just like eager to get some oral sex.
And then what was like that Khalees song? Something about like my milkshake bring all the boys to the yard.
No, it doesn't. That leaves a mess on the bed. Khalees.
Wait, you took me so off guard with that one. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if that was appropriate for that moment. Like,
nah, that shit was dumb. That was meant for the moment.
Well, guys, I'm happy to be back. It feels so good. Real good. It's been like, what, 2-3 weeks already?
It was going on 3 weeks.
It was going on 3 weeks.
Going on 3 weeks. But we here. We back.
Aquarius season is approaching.
And you know I like
Shout
a poet.
out to all my Aquariuses.
You heard we in the building. Heavy.
Tomorrow is Gabitha's birthday, by the way.
Negative.
What's the
Friday. You don't even know your best friend's birthday.
Oh, shit. What's the day?
Gabby, she does not know your birthday.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Wait. What day are we on today? Oh, today's the 12th.
All that energy you got, you know what the date it is. It's the 12th. On the 12th day of January, her best friend didn't know. Her best friend's birthday.
I'm like super excited today, guys. Like super. I don't know where I got all this energy from, but I feel good. I feel amazing. Great things are gonna happen this year. I feel like everyone's gonna win. Just be about it. Don't let your fear stop you from anything and just go for it. If you never step out of your comfort zone, you will never know how much you can accomplish and achieve all in 1 year. And not even in a month or two. Like, you just gotta go for it. Even if you get a few setbacks, just continue going for it.
That's right. 6946 dollar straight dollar box. Go right to the lotto. Win it big. You already know.
Hello.
So you ready?
Talk to me, Zayde. What we got for today?
So this topic, well, let's just start out with the question. The topic is basically about co-parenting.
Co-parenting, guys.
Dun,
which
dun, dun.
is a subject that, I mean, so many people have so many pointers on it. Like, everyone has their point of view on how they should go about it when it comes to co-parenting. and it also depends on the individuals, how mature they are.
I feel like you're directing this towards the men in this situation. No, that's fine.
It goes both ways.
Yeah,
it goes both ways. You know that. I mean, you don't have kids, but for whoever does have kids, they know it goes both ways.
I got some little niggas running around here, my sons. Illegitimate. All right, so boom. Let's start off with the most serious question. Has baby showers become this generation's version of a wedding/marriage?
With the decoration, yes.
Huh?
I'm saying like you're saying like overall like how big people make it.
I mean that, but also like just the concept, but you know the concept and foundation of a marriage, like that. Do you feel like that's been substituted from having a baby with someone, like a baby shower?
Well, no, not that's. I mean, it's a celebration, but I don't know. I think it would depend. Like I didn't see when I had my baby shower. I didn't see it like that. Like
it wasn't a marriage.
No, not at all. To me, it was just we're celebrating a new life.
It's a union, right?
Yeah, but I didn't see it as with the person who I was with. You know, my son's father. I didn't see it as like a marriage or a commitment, or it was just let's celebrate bringing in this new life with our loved ones, and then that was bottom line. But I guess now today, with how people portray everything, it's just like a wedding.
So that's what I wanted to know. Like, do you think that now people have substituted the idea of, or the expectations of marriage has been substituted by a baby shower? Like, all right, you have my child, so what more
can I give you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think just because you bring in a child that's going to represent a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you should have that thought in your head. Like, okay, just because we have a kid, like, that's enough. I think you should look forward to also having a wedding. Mm-hmm. Or the old school way, people should get married, even though
it's taboo now.
It's a rare thing.
Fuck marriage, you heard?
Nah, I think marriage is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, cool. On TV.
No, I think overall, but I wouldn't consider it a substitute. Like, do I know people are content with just, okay, we have a baby and that's it? But I know a lot of people dig deeper and want more than just, okay, we have a kid and we're the happiest family. I mean, if you're prone to weddings, then yeah, you'll be happy with just that.
You think a kid saves a relationship?
Hell no.
Now we talking.
Hell no.
Why not?
One, a kid doesn't make a parent stay. You know what I'm saying? Like a father or mother, whoever's the one deciding to leave, they're not gonna stay just because they have a kid. And then the way I see it is, you know what's so crazy? That so many people stay in relationships because they have kids. Mm-hmm. But eventually, like, my bottom line to it is the kid is gonna grow older. So when, let's say the kid is 18, you're stuck with your spouse because you chose to stay with them because of the sake of the kids. But then it's like the kid is moving out. So then where does that leave you? You're going to be miserable with your partner at home now that it's just y'all two?
Well, I mean, I think that with the kid leaving, that can refocus the relationship between the two people involved in it. Now that the kid is not.
But it shouldn't take that many years. That should have been from the get.
Well, you know, a kid like extracts a lot of attention. It
does, but you should also still make. You having a kid shouldn't take away from having time with your partner. Mm. It's a balance. The same way you dedicate time for your kids, which your kids are your priority. Your relationship also matters. You can't flat out leave your partner just because you got to take care of the kid. You got to make time for your partner as well. Even if that's putting the baby to sleep a little earlier, for one day or some days out the week, just so you can have some alone time with your partner. You got to learn how to figure it out, how to maneuver throughout the relationship on how to make time for each other.
And that comes with balance. I mean, I don't know if people have the wherewithal to create that balance with the child. I think people just automatically submit to the thought that, okay, the child is the biggest responsibility out of this dynamic. So we got to solely focus on that. If we remove our focus from that, then the child is going to be affected if we try to work on our relationship. So I think that's where a lot of relationships fail, because people don't equally distribute energy into, all right, we have a child. We also have a relationship to sustain. We also have a household to maintain. We also have bills to adhere to.
But that's part of life, period.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like with the child or without one, you got to work on it. Like, let's say you're with someone and your partner works 3 jobs and you only work 1. You got to somehow still manage to make time for your partner.
It's 24 hours in a day. I always tell people that.
That's enough time. You know,
It's
is
more
it going to
than enough.
be each day? Is it going to be the same amount of time that you had the night before? No.
Listen, niggas busting out in 3 minutes. Trust me.
It's not even just about, it's when it comes to females, and I wouldn't say all, but I think we like the small gestures where just anything counts. Where if you take a moment out of the day and just make me feel a little special, we'll be happy with that.
Women are man needy.
No, they're not.
Yes, y'all.
No, you may think that, but no.
Last time you was hugged.
I think like
The last time you was hugged by a man.
the last time I was hugged by a man.
Genuinely. Your schedules are busy. And he took the time out. Hey, let me give you a hug. Exactly. Next question. What? I'm not doing this shit with you.
Oh shit. I mean,
No, we going to the next question. You couldn't even come up with. Look, you had to think dumb hard. Look,
I mean, I haven't been hugged like
I'll give you a hug. Don't worry about it.
like a hug like damn, like
Listen,
you're going through a lot. Let me give you a hug.
Somebody gives you a 20-second hug, it can change your mood psychologically.
It could.
It's psychologically proven.
Let me tell you something. I personally think this is the year where you have to be kind to everyone.
So after this year, I don't have to be kind to nobody.
No, I'm saying, what do you mean after this year?
Yeah, after this year, like I just
always be kind because one, you just never know. But so much is happening in the world that it's like, why is it take, being mean and being angry is so much energy taken from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not just go the opposite route? And if you could just be nice, or just if you feel like you can't be nice, then just be to yourself instead of being rude about it.
The biggest energy extractors are being negative, being mean, and lying.
That takes a lot of. It takes a lot.
A whole lot of energy.
So it's like, why not just be kind?
So speaking of energy, what is harder to maintain, the relationship with the parent of your child or coexisting in a co-parenting system?
Like what's harder?
What's harder to maintain?
I would say, a lot of people after they're no longer together tend to get along more as co-parents than when they are in a relationship, when they have a kid and things are going bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say what's hard is actually being, like in the relationship already.
And that goes back to our original point, like, is the balance. I think people don't have the patience to seek balance anymore.
Well, because when you're alone, right? Let's say I'm, me not being with a person or a couple not being together, they chose to go different routes and decide to co-parent. You have more time to kind of think before you react.
Mm-hmm.
When you're like at home, I think you react faster just because like mixed emotions are just running through you. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have the moment because someone's all in your face 24/7. So the fact that, let's say we live in 2 different households, that it's like, before I react, I'm going to think about what I'm going to do next, depending on the situation. So I think, to me, co-parenting should be easier. Again, it might not work for everybody. For some people, it's harder because of feelings or whatever.
You ready for this one? We going through these. Now, we got to go for a shot question right now. We in a groove right now. You ready? Don't take a shot. Okay. No, take a shot. Take your regular shot.
I was going to take a sip.
Now, take a sip, and then you got to take a shot after this question. I know you're not going to answer this one.
Wait, so, okay. How does the freestyle questions go again? So if you don't answer,
you got to take a shot.
Okay, got it.
Honestly answer it. Not no bullshit politically correct one. You literally got to give up the sauce. If you don't give up the sauce, you got to drink the sauce. You heard?
Okay, fair.
Deal?
Fair.
Fair trade in robbery. All right. I was going to do the first one. I'm going to do the second one. I'm going to test you out. If you had, remember, you can do this with me too. I'll answer a shot question if you got one.
Got it.
If you had any sneaky links, were they better than your actual relationship?
Like in my past, if I had sneaky links?
Past, future, doesn't matter. Present.
Yeah. My sneaky. I mean, okay. if
tread lightly.
If you decided to go behind your spouse's back and have a sneaky link,
terrible. Terrible.
Isn't that like kind of your partner's lacking in something, and that's why you're going elsewhere?
You tell me. You the woman.
I mean, it goes both ways. If you step out of your relationship, it's
never have. Don't even put me in this. I never have cheated on any of my women. I treat them like queens. Now they're peasants anyway.
You call them sluts at one point.
I've upgraded to peasants now.
Now it's peasants.
Yeah, they're peasants.
But yeah, in the past,
personality wise,
in the past, yeah, my sneaky link was better than my partner.
Why?
I guess the excitement that we had,
what
the connection.
Excited you?
Everything, like just the hanging out, the bonding.
Doing something you're not supposed to be doing.
No, and absolutely. And I'll take a full accountability where I fucked up in a relationship.
Yo, man. Let me go back to the topic because y'all women to something else, man. All right. So back to the topic.
Guys, don't sneaky link. You might fall in love with your sneaky link.
You fell in love with your sneaky link?
I did in the past. Well, like not like fully, like I just really liked being with the person.
It was a vibe.
It was a vibe. I mean, I was young though. Like I was.
Yo, why people just blame shit on age? Man?
Okay, not that I'm blaming shit on the age, but like if I could go back, I don't think I would have done it because the person didn't deserve what they got. You know what I'm saying?
The person that you did it to?
Yeah, he didn't deserve that.
So why did you do it?
I guess, like I said, I was.
You was young?
I was not just young, but I
you were young, dumb, and full of cum.
All right, and not all of that, neither.
I mean.
Alright, that was good. That was good.
So yeah.
I wouldn't just blame it on the age, but I think like I was outside. Where I think that played a big part in my life where I'm like, I kept meeting people and then just wanting to be out, barely home and taking the time to be with my person. So
it's a shame.
It was.
It's a shame.
I'll take full accountability. Like I was wrong.
Listen, you ain't on trial. I ain't judging. You don't listen. Don't listen to David.
I know I ain't being judged. Shit.
You don't mind being judged?
No, I said I know I ain't being judged.
Nah, come on. You know you're not gonna judge you. I don't care. It don't matter.
Nah, can't nobody judge. I'm sure a lot of people got some crazy stories on
about
worse than mine. About the sneaky link. They probably had a whole kid with the sneaky link.
All right. So, is it possible for bitter exes from a toxic relationship to provide a healthy parenting environment for the sake of the children? Ether. The shit that make it burn slow.
That's good. So
yeah, my question is on point. Chill. New year, new me. You heard?
So wait. So like
same number.
You said what?
Same number.
Same number.
New year, new me.
Know you, but same number.
Yeah, of course, same number. Yeah, call me 929.
You want me to say your number? No, I'm just playing.
Anybody
you
gonna
want
call
people
me?
to hit your line?
Nobody gonna call
hit
me.
My line. Hit my line.
All right, Melly and A Boogie. Walter, where's the sound of me? You supposed to
right there. You supposed to play some A Boogie right there.
Nah, you supposed to play that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
True.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
We ain't trying to get sued.
What is it that we gotta say? We don't own the rights to this music. What is it?
Yeah, we do not own the rights to this music that's being
That is
played.
so corny.
Yeah, but people gotta get paid.
I mean, true.
And they ain't getting it from us.
No.
Okay.
So you're saying like if I'm toxic and I had a kid with someone and then we broke up, like
all right, y'all was in a toxic relationship, right? And then it ended bad. Y'all both were bitter because of the relationship didn't work. Do y'all think y'all capable of providing a healthy environment for the child?
I mean, in that aspect, if you want me to be real, like I feel like anybody who is in that situation where both of you guys are toxic, you have to come to common grounds because it's not even about child anymore. It's about the kid. Kids pick up on every type of energy.
True.
And from experience of my son, like he knows when I'm sad. He knows when I'm happy. He knows my mixed emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you decide just because you want to be bitter or you're spite towards your partner or whatever, your kids picks up on that. You don't want your kid to pick up those habits, to think that it's okay for you to be, for it to be toxic between parents.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you guys are going through what you're going through, you got to know how to keep it behind closed door, not in front of your kid. And just, again, it has to be for the sake of the kids, where you got to put all that shit to the side and do what's best for your child.
What do you think people nowadays get wrong with when they're ever having an issue with one another? How to hide it from their kid? Why you think that's troubling or hard for them to do?
Because people have no respect for each other no more.
Mm.
I could sit here and say that, I've coming out of my mouth disrespectfully to, my son's father in times where certain situations, and I kind of would blank out to realize my son was there.
Mm-hmm.
And boom, next thing you know, it's like my son just witnessed me talking crazy, disrespecting his father.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a good look, because I don't want my son to believe that that's okay to do so. Or like for him later down the line, when he has kids of his own, to be like, oh, okay, I can go ahead and speak to this person like this and it'll be okay. Or I'm going to tolerate a female to talk to me like that because my mother used to do it with my father, So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to try as best as possible to whatever it is that you guys are going through, and go, behind closed doors, speak that amongst yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then in front of the kid, just show him otherwise.
Yeah, it's trying to not teach them bad habits. And
yeah, because you want them to break out of whatever you have been through, any trauma or any, situations. You don't want the cycle to keep repeating itself.
Yeah.
So if you want your kid to do better than what you had, you got to teach them, you got to show them different.
I think nowadays people have a hard time understanding that, they're a template for children. Like, they're a reference point. So anything you do in front of them, they're going to pick up on it and just automatically just like, it's going to be retained. It might not happen right then and there.
No, but that's what I'm saying. And kids have amazing memories.
Of course.
Amazing. Like, I saw a TikTok where it says, this is how I know my kid is around me. And it's a little girl, and she takes a tampon and she knows exactly where to put it.
How old was the girl?
She was probably like 1 or 2.
All right, that's not good.
So, and then
it's good and it's not good.
Like, she took certain objects and she applied it to where the objects go.
At 1 or 2?
At 1 or 2. I don't know exactly, but she was the baby. And
what was her IQ?
I don't know.
Think she got a credit score?
But she must have a high credit score, 800.
Yo, Walter, man. Walter's that dude.
But I'm saying, so it's like, that's why you got to be mindful what you do around your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that. Because the fact that...
You trying to hold in the laugh?
Because the fact that the little girl knew exactly where these certain objects went, it amazed me. I was just like, damn, that little girl's smart.
Like, hindsight 2020 is like, yo, fam, you really should be just knowing where a bottle goes, not a tampon.
Well, I mean, I guess the mom was just like,
It's like, you see this, honey? Look.
I mean, you know what? I can't.
Wait.
I can't lie. Like, for example, like, I mean, but my son is older now. Like, my son has like walked in while I'm in the bathroom. I'm probably like inserting, and then he'll just be like, Mom, really?
He did that?
Oh, no, he didn't do none of that. He didn't copy me, but he knew that I'm doing female things.
What's something that Ashton has walked in on that you feel like he shouldn't have walked in on?
Well, luckily, I don't really...
That sounds like a shot question.
And I think I'm going to take a shot for... But no. I'm like, my son's never walked in on anything inappropriate. I know that for a fact. Like, when... No, really. And even when I lived with my son's father, like... No, we tried our best to do what we did where my son wasn't around.
Moaning quiet is crazy.
That is quiet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right here, Daddy. Yup.
Yeah,
right there.
like
you had to talk. You had to talk out your mom.
I'll do like I never, where I'm like, he gotta be like full asleep. Where I'm like, okay, if I'm doing something,
Yeah, heavy sleeper or light sleeper.
My son, he's a heavy sleeper, but he does wake up in the middle of the night if he don't feel me around him.
Wow, that's that mother-son energy, man.
It's like he knows that. It's so funny because like I'll put like pillows to maybe give him like some body heat, but it's like he'll still know, like he'll still wake up.
Nah, he ain't going. He knows the difference.
Like,
I know the difference between a pillow and a human.
Yeah, but no.
You trying to justify that? Like, yes, a pillow's full of cotton. Like,
I think like when my ex, when he would stay over, like I think it would be like probably like me and him would just be like just knocked out on the couch for a little bit, and then it would be like 2 a.m, and I don't know why I feel a shadow right in front of him, and my son is just there watching, like. and like my man, he was like, he'll be knocked the F out. Like he had no idea. And here I am, like,
your son's saying like, word.
He's just there, just like staring, like, Mom, so you really not gonna sleep with me? So you gonna sleep with him and not with me? Like
word, like you know where I came from, right?
So I will have to like go put him in the bed again. You can, you know what? It's cool, but it's catching me so off guard, like that. I'm like least expecting all.
Emotional damage.
But no, thank God I never had the situation where I'm like, oh, Ashton, go over there. Like, thank God.
Nothing.
I think no.
That's one lucky child. That is one lucky child.
I hope my son doesn't. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to like look at him the next day.
Tell that to my mother.
I don't know. Like, oh, you caught your mother?
Caught her.
That's kind of weird. Don't you look at her?
Who's right next to you? I look at her differently.
That's weird.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
Shit is crazy.
I wouldn't look at my mother the same.
I don't.
Should I imagine like walking in your mom and she's giving something?
I didn't walk in on it. I was laying right there.
Oh, you was laying and she was clapping cheeks?
Getting her shit rocked right next to me.
Oh my God, that's so disrespectful.
What? It's true. It's my trauma. My bad.
That is so disrespectful. And imagine like walking in on your mother and she's like giving this crazy ass.
Hey, you know what's so crazy? They laughed at me when I finally like addressed this to them like a year and a half ago. When I finally, as an adult, said, "All right, I need to address this to both of them."
It was with your father?
Stepfather.
Oh, your stepfather. Ooh.
And crazy thing is, I'm cool as shit with him. Like that's my nigga. Like,
I mean, what he was like, "Yo, son, I gotta clap them."
They paused when I brought it up to them. They paused. It was like, "Nigga, you mad about that?" And they started laughing. I'm like, "Oh, you don't know how this affects me."
I don't know. I
fell off the bed one night too.
Wait, so you were like on the bed while they were doing what they were doing?
Yes.
Your mother got balls.
No.
Listen. I mean, his balls are bigger, but like your mother got balls for. I could never.
I'm just say this. All you had to do was just tell me, Day, go in the living room.
For a little bit.
Just wake me up. Just wait. I'll get up. It's not like I was like needy for her body heat. Like, yo, I'll go to the living room and lay on the couch.
You say I can't do
Don't
that.
crack my mother right next to me and then think I'm supposed to have a pleasant night of sleep. All I'm hearing is.
That's so weird. And then the fact that they're making that noise, I think that's. I'm sorry. As you know what, to each his own.
You know what's crazy? Like one night, it's crazy. I'm just venting. One night, right? So while they was doing it, like I mean, the motion of the bed had me wake up. Don't laugh at me. Emotional damage.
I'm trying not.
So one night, right? The bed was rocking, and then I turned around because it woke me up, and then it's my stepfather crawling to give my mother head. And all in that moment, all I can do, like half asleep as a 5-year-old, was just look at him and just go like this, just head nod.
Did you understand what they were doing?
Of course I did. I'm not dumb. It doesn't take a 5-year-old not to know that his mom was getting penetrated.
Yeah, I'm glad my son never witnessed none of that.
Yeah, so you see why I am the way I am.
That is crazy.
That's all right. I still love my mother and my stepfather.
Parents? I don't think parents should do that. But again,
I think I overshare. Did I overshare?
I mean, maybe they could have went. I feel like, okay, if the kid is home.
Did I overshare?
Huh?
Did I overshare?
No, you're totally okay. It happens. I'm sure there's other people.
No. I don't think that happened.
No. But I'm just saying, like, for parents, for parents who have kids, right? And let's say you want to get it on. Put the kid to sleep, or I don't know, pretend like y'all gonna go take a shower.
No, I would sleep. That's the funny part.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, carry you and take you somewhere else. Or, okay, first and foremost, I'm sure your house has plenty of rooms. They got the kitchen, the living room, and the bathroom.
Just put me in the living
So
room.
y'all couldn't be spontaneous and go outside of sex is not just has to be on a bed for everyone who just has sex on a bed. There's the couch, there's the kitchen counter, there's the shower on top of the sink.
There's not in front of your 5-year-old son.
There's the toilet. I don't know. There's different positions. This is a point of having fun with your partner and not just on the bed. Especially with your 5-year-old laying next to you.
So that leads me to the shot question for you. I'm glad we segued in that.
Lord, how nice.
What sex act you aren't good at? And we're going to proceed with the shot. Shot.
Like what sex position I'm not good at?
What sex act you're not good at?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a shot for that. Yo, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I'm gonna give you another shot question.
Oof.
I like that one. All right, so
what sex act am I not good at?
if you had only 2 choices to leave a relationship with someone else, would it be for a bigger private part or better oral sex?
Can I be honest?
Or take a shot.
Oh, I could take a shot.
Notice how I didn't put money in there. That has nothing to do with money.
I wouldn't.
You had 2 choices.
To be honest, I don't.
Yeah, I don't say nothing.
Don't get it twisted. Obviously, I don't want no broke nigga neither. But
I'm
not a broke bitch.
We gotta have that discussion about what is broke.
No. I mean, like, what defines a broke person?
Yeah, what is broke? We got not now.
No. Definitely. You saying like a bigger part or oral?
You have 2 choices to leave them for, whether or not the other person has a bigger private part. I'm not going to say the other word, or better oral sex. You and your clitoris think real hard about that answer. You could take a shot too.
I think I'm gonna take a shot.
All right, there we go. Now we get. Let me do one more shot question. I like this. Try and get Stacy drunk.
I haven't eaten.
Yes, you did. You took like 7 bites of the salmon.
That plate is looking.
How you took 7 bites of a 5-bite salmon? That's crazy.
That salmon was good, and I only took like 2 bites.
Come on, man.
I can't wait to eat it.
Come on,
I'm so hungry.
That's what she said. Anyway,
so disrespectful.
Me? What? Never. All right. So here's the last shot question. Have you ever helped any of your friends cheat?
Like cheat, like as I have.
Don't stop politicking this. You know what cheating is.
No, I know.
Stop.
Yes, I have. Like I have covered for them.
What did you do? I need to hear this shit.
Okay.
Every girl has done it.
Well, me and this individual, we're not friends anymore. But
of course not the friend.
She had a Benz, so Benz have trackers, and me and her have switched cars. So she parked her Benz in my house. And she took my car and went to see her side nigga.
That's why I don't trust women.
I know.
I don't trust women because women are excellent in what they do, but I'm even more excellent in knowing.
So the whole time, her man thought she was chilling in my crib. So obviously, he didn't bother her until she finished doing what she did, and then boom.
Then women wonder why niggas just go out and cheat. Cause y'all
men are gonna cheat regardless. That has nothing to do with it.
I've never cheated. Black men don't cheat.
Oh, now we're not getting into that one.
I don't cheat. Never have.
You, but that doesn't mean black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. I don't cheat. I need to start cheating shit.
Get you a girlfriend first.
Anyway, anyway.
Is that? Yeah, that is covering for a friend. What if I didn't know what she was really up to and she just wanted to leave her car in my house and take my car?
Stacey, stop politicking this shit, all right? She went to go get her shit clapped from another nigga that wasn't hers, all right?
That was interesting.
No, it wasn't interesting. That was another thing that you could have did for yourself if you wanted to have a sneaky link.
I don't want no sneaky link.
You ever cheated?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. It's fine. You're not judged there.
I'm not. I mean, I'll be lying. Like, I think.
I wonder where I would be now if I would have cheated. Like my trajectory.
So you're saying you really never have cheated?
No.
Like, remember,
Never.
cheating is just texting as well.
Never.
Well, not forgot you, but
I'm a very faithful individual.
Well, that's good.
Now, if I would have cheated, I think the trajectory as far as who I am as a man towards a woman.
You know, talking or just hanging out, flirting is part of cheating, right?
All the women I dealt with understand I have female friends, and I make them. Oh, you burped.
Sorry.
All of them are evident.
Hey, why are you so loud? Like,
you burped.
That was just like
you
okay,
burped.
Okay, all right, stop.
It's fine. Now, if you would have farted,
no,
then I would have said
okay,
something.
We're not doing that.
Oh, hell no.
Yo, Walter's the man, son. He's the man.
Okay. I mean, all right.
I think me as a person, I think the fact that I give sole focus, like when I'm lazy on a woman, I think I give them too much focus.
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Not clingy, but just focus.
No. And I don't think it's a bad thing. As long as within the process you don't lose yourself when you're forgetting about you.
I don't care anymore.
Like you don't care about yourself? Why you
Nah, not about me. I just don't care about like the whole dating dynamic is fucking retarded.
And I get that. But what I'm saying it's like because you could focus on someone as you should. But like I said, within the process of you focusing, you're not forgetting about yourself.
Nah. I would like a woman, but I love me more.
That and as it should be.
But I think it just get misconstrued. I don't want it is what it is. Dating is horrible. It sucks. Stop dating. Just smash and dash, and that's it. Anyway.
Don't smash and dash.
Yeah, why not? For what?
What? Because you don't trust females?
Hell no. For what? Women. I'm going by the field that I've dealt with. Women haven't given me anything to trust.
Could be.
You know why? Because they play on the fact that I'm passive aggressive. Like I'm not going to say nothing. Like I'm gonna let you be an adult. I'm gonna let you go be you. Go be you. But if you is like you not being able to be trustworthy, then I'm not going to say nothing. Because you should know what you should do as an adult. You know right and wrong. You know left and right. You know black and white.
No, definitely. And, you know.
It's not hard. And I'm not restricting you. I'm just saying, yo, I'm here. Understand that I'm here. Respect.
You just have to be as for a person, you just have to be when you're going to do something. And, you know, I've learned this, especially with my last relationship. It's like, before you do something, think about it. And if you have the opportunity to speak up before it goes on, just give the person an option either to deal with it or not to deal with it.
Yeah, like niggas ain't going to put a gun in your head like, yo, you got to be with me or not. No, just
No. And you know, like I said, I learned that within my past relationship. So it's like, I could see where you're coming from with that. I wouldn't say dating, you know, or like not being in a relationship shouldn't be part of your life. But when the time is right, the time is right. I guess that's me right now. Like right now, I'm just chilling.
Yeah, fuck all right.
When we're single, power.
I should do another shot question. All right, back to the topic. So, at what point in co-parenting do you reach where the court system has to be involved? So, it goes for at some point, anybody that has kids, they may reach a threshold where they have to get the courts involved. Now, what, from your experience to the masses, do you think that's that
my experience? I never involved court as bad as it went.
Really?
Me personally, I'm not with the court thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't even go that route. Like honestly, yo, you don't want to be a part of your kid's life, I'll figure it the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank period. I don't need your money. I don't need your presence. God has better plans for me.
But okay, that's you.
That's my perspective.
Now the child is a different story. That's where the courts would get involved because it's inserting
like,
the child.
my
Now
whole thing
it's different in different states or whatever, but for the most part, their general thesis is, all right, we got to do what's best for the kid. So yeah, you don't need the father. Like in hindsight, yes, but the kid, the child.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like as an adult, once you have a kid, that's a priority.
Mm-hmm.
If you're choosing not to be in your kid's life, I don't want to involve the court just so you could be a part of your child's life.
Okay, so that's what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's something that genuinely out of your own heart, you should want to do. Why, if, especially as for men, a lot of men grow up without dads.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be just like your dad? If you knew that your father was never in the picture and you have a kid, why do you want to follow the same footsteps? Fuck if your baby mom is a spiteful person. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Make it your business to want to be around your kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you really see that that you can't get to that point where she's not allowing it without the courts, then take it to court. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she's really making your life impossible and you're trying and putting effort and you're not making no mistakes and she's still not with the shits, then I would say take it to court.
Mm-hmm.
Because clearly you want to be a part of your child's life. But now if you're like consistent 1 week and then mad inconsistent for the following 2 weeks, then you're not really showing me. I'm not going to take you to court to be in my child's life.
Do you think not just men, but women?
Women too. So women, I just because, let's say, for example, the father's not giving, let's say, monthly money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think because of that you should take a father to court. You know what I'm saying? Or just because
not providing financially.
Yeah, or the kid not picking up their kid when it's needed. Again, like, if you feel like that's gonna be better, then go for it. I personally don't think. To me, eventually later down the line, the kid is gonna understand on their own. Like, again, kids are very observant.
Yes.
They pick up on every behavior. They would eventually know that the father or the mother didn't want to be in the kid's life.
I think that's the problem now with men and women that have children with one another. I think they get so gung-ho on being so overprotective to the kid, rightfully so, not understanding that the kid is going to understand
later down the line when
down
they get
the
older.
line which parent was there. They're going to get older. Like, kids get older. And kids
let me tell you something too. With kids, you can't buy a kid's love.
Nope.
In the beginning, yeah, it's gonna look dope because you're buying everything.
It's
You know,
a lot
they're
of
getting
social media parents out here.
But at the end of the day, later down the line, the kid rather affection, memories. You teaching them things rather than, oh, okay, that's my son. Okay, or that's my daughter. Let me just splurge.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. That's not what it's all about. You have to take time. You got to spend quality time with your kid. You got to put them on to things that later down the line they're going to take with them and be like, yeah, because my dad or my mom taught me this.
Mm-hmm.
Money can't teach you things except for just buying shit.
Nope. Money
comes and goes.
Money doesn't teach you anything.
So it's like, if you're the type of parent that just because you provide in financial needs, I don't think that really makes you a parent.
Mm-hmm.
You're not spending time with the person. Just because you send me a little quick $500 a month, that's enough? That's not enough.
So let me ask you this. Who's more prone to use a kid as a pawn, the mother or the father?
I would say, one, it depends on how the relationship ended. But I would definitely say more the mothers. Mothers are more spiteful, especially when the father no longer wants to be in the mother's life or when they don't want to be with their partner.
So you think in today's
generation it's
women,
mothers.
Women are the more bitter of the two.
Women are more bitter in the sense, and I'm not gonna say all, because as in my case, I've never been a bitter mom, like, oh, I'm gonna keep my son away from you. I've never been that type. To me, my son loves his father. I would never take him away. No matter what me and his dad go through, I would never take him away from his father. To me, later down the line, I would know that my son will see who did right or whatever the case is. If we could both do our part, then cool, why not? But I say this, like, I have guy friends who have hit me up and be like, yo, they had to leave their main girlfriends that they want to truly be with because the mother refuses to let the kid be around them because they're with that other individual.
Well, there's a fine line you got to play with that, because, it's about respecting the mother. like in approaching a mother with this situation, because
But
with any
moms
parent,
can't. Some moms can't handle that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're so stuck in the, oh, you're not with me. Okay, cool. You're not gonna be around your kid.
but then there's other mothers that, okay, I don't care if you're not with me, but I don't want my child around.
No,
another
but
woman.
okay, that happens with time. You get what I'm saying? Like me in my situation, my son don't just meet any man.
Mhm.
You can't just meet every man that I dated. My son's not gonna go around them.
Yeah.
I gotta build a bond with you before I could be like, okay, now my son could meet you. You know what I'm saying?
Because we know how close
Exactly.
you are to your kids.
So the same goes with fathers. Fathers should take pride into not every female, because you don't want to teach your kid that as soon as a female comes in your life, it's okay for them to like
have
just
access. It's about, who's worthy of the access to the kid, because your kids is vulnerability.
100%, and then they grow an attachment.
Yeah.
You don't want a kid to be attached to someone that you're not gonna see no more. You're not gonna be around,
Or you're not serious
enough to be. That's why you can't.
Around.
If I'm dating, like if I come to date a new guy now, like it will be a while before they meet my son. Like my son is old enough where now I think it also plays with age. When they're a baby, it's a little different because they don't, but if they're older, you don't want to just bring anybody and be like, okay, so my mom or my dad is very unstable with partners.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like every partner that you come, I'm gonna meet them. So what? Like, are they your girlfriend? Are they your boyfriend?
And it constantly creates another cycle that just won't break now.
You're just creating a thing in your kid's life where it's like, okay, we could just meet. Anybody has access to me, and that's not what you want. Your kids should be exclusive.
Mm.
So I definitely wouldn't recommend. I think that's, that comes with time, you explain. And as a partner, like if I date someone and they have a child and they be like, hey, no disrespect, I'm just not ready. I respect that because I'm going to feel the same way. I'd be like, whenever you're ready, no problem.
Do you think abandonment issues in a child brew from failed relationships or failed co-parenting?
I think
in today's days.
Fail co-parenting. I would definitely say fail. It's not that complicated to co-parent.
Nope.
You just have to have an understanding and boundaries. And I say this like, okay, for example, once me and my son's father decided, once I moved out, automatically we came up with a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I think, it might not work for everybody, but a schedule is very important. And to this day, it's been 5 years since I have been out that man's house.
Mm.
And we have alternated weekends. And there has not been a weekend failed.
All without the courts. All without being adults.
When it comes to our child, we try to be the most adult as possible. Are there going to be some times where there's going to be complications? Yes, 100%. It's normal for the father or the mom to lack on something when it comes to the child. But as in, like I said, scheduling is very important. Having boundaries is very important. Communicating with each other and flexibility is very important, to me. And if you don't have those, then it's going to be hard to co-parent where, okay, this is your weekend, this is my weekend. Holidays, and so on and so on. And then, some parents tend to have where they do events together. So I had the theory of, because of my son's age, well, not no more, but when he was younger, I felt like we should still do things together as parents with our child.
The image
of the family. But then I realized that later down the line, we're only setting our kid up for failure because we're playing house when we're not really a house.
Yeah.
So as in our relationship, we decided where we're going to do separate things. Again, but that works for us. Yeah. It doesn't mean that we love each other less. You know what I'm saying? There's parents to this day where a kid's birthday and they want to celebrate together. Cool, granted, that works for them. You could sit down and talk to your kid like, hey, listen, we're not together, but me and your father still would want to do things with you. But then if you have a partner, you got to also see if it's okay with them, because you also got to put, you got to respect their boundaries as well. And if your partner really isn't okay with it, then you got to see how you can maneuver because you don't want to disrespect your partner neither.
Yeah. Communication is, you got to have open communication.
And, you know, like, I mean, I personally don't do it anymore where we used to do it, but now we do our separate things.
You're a little bit more restricted in what, you know.
We have our boundary and we haven't broken our boundaries. So I think it's like, again, it's whatever works best for the parents.
Yeah, I think
because some parents could actually still do things together and go their separate ways, and the kid understands.
It's based on maturity level and what you can withstand as far as, like, say for instance, the father has a woman involved, but you have children with another woman. It's like, all right, there's another woman involved, but I still have my kids, so just understand I'm gonna do something with my kids, but this person is gonna be involved, and vice versa. If the mother has a man in their life and the father has to understand, okay, this man is gonna be around, you know, it's maturity. You have to understand the concept of maturity, like, all right.
And that happens with time. I feel like when parents or when couples break up and they have a kid, in the beginning, you're still figuring things out.
Of course.
So it's going to take time because it didn't work out in the beginning right away for, you know, in my situation.
Yeah, the system was disrupted.
It took time because people were hurt and people were moving with emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a better understanding of what it is and what not to do and what should happen. So like, again, it works differently for everyone else. Some people to this day, they could still do things together and it's no problem. If you're single, I think it's cool because you don't owe no explanation to anybody. But when you have a partner, like if I have a man, you know, I got to respect his, you know, we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
And then so on. The same thing, like if his father has a girlfriend or whatever the case is, he has to talk about certain things with his partner and then go from there. And then we take further steps.
A lot of conflict comes from miscommunication, non-transparency.
But again, it shouldn't be as complicated as people make it seem.
It's not complicated because complication only removes the thought of what's important, which is the child. Are we here for the child? Yes. Okay. Once we establish that, everything else should be smooth sailing.
It should be irrelevant.
But, you know, people, and then, you know, once courts get involved, and it's like, all right, now you need a third party to tell y'all how to be an adult. That's how I view the court system.
That's why I don't agree with courts. I don't agree with courts.
Yo, what was the intro for Law and Order? Yo, Walter is the fucking man. Yo,
that is so funny. I don't agree with courts. I really don't, you know.
Yo, I gotta memorize the intro to Law and Order, bro. Every time you drop that shit, I gotta memorize it.
That is so funny.
How much time we got left, Walter? For real? You got a half hour for real?
I mean, I did come in late.
Yeah, but it's 2 hours. Oh, you want to bullshit? I finished the question. The questions is done.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, you got freestyles?
You can freestyle a little bit.
I'm just saying, all right. Well, to end off with the co-parenting topic, I think everyone has their own methods. You know, I think like once you figure it out and narrow it down to what works best for you guys, then you could go from there. I personally, I don't involve courts. Plenty of times I've thought of it where I'm like, damn. But then it's like, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never wanted, I always said that if I ever have a kid, I don't want to put the father on child support.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather figure it the fuck out before I go to court.
That's your pride.
You know, not just that, but it's like, again, as a man, you know, let's say let's say from my point of view, if the man does not want to be a part of my child's life, I don't want to force you.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like like I said earlier, where that should come from within you. Like
that should be in your package.
We created this child, so it's like now you're neglecting your kid. Why? Because of, let's say, me not being with you, or you not being with me. Like,
it takes two to tango.
Obviously you decided where you wanted to not pull out. Your pull-out game is weak. So now
was it?
Now we in the situation where we got a little bundle of joy. And here are the
women are crazy. Listen, I'm gonna just say this: men, be in your kids' life. I don't care what you go through with the mother of your child, being your kids' life. Women, don't make it difficult for men to be in their kids' life when they intentional, when they're genuinely intentional. Because a lot of men don't genuinely.
A lot of men use the kids
as pawns,
as bait.
Yes, they do, to try to woo themselves or disrupt the life of the woman, the mother.
It's so funny. I know a lot of women that are no longer with their baby fathers.
Baby zaddy.
And the baby fathers still feel like they own that person because they have a kid with them.
It's called real estate. No,
and
they don't
no, woman, y'all have to set these boundaries up for these men. No, like, y'all don't belong to them.
I'll break it down like this. Yo, Walter. I'll break it down like this. The pussy is never yours. It's just your turn.
And your time is up.
Has a dude ever told you, like, yo, this pussy mine? And then he wound up finding out, like, never was his. It's just your turn right now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, my son's father. And exactly, yeah. That's, and no, I would never move that way. Like, I don't know. I just don't see that person like that no more. Like, we just co-parent.
Yeah, y'all come to a space beyond cruise control now.
Yeah, but he, like, at one point when we probably, like, first broke up and stuff, like, probably, like, the first year, he probably felt like an entitlement where, like, oh, you're still mine no matter what niggas in your life. No, that's not how it works.
That's not my fault.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to put your foot down. Some females, okay, let me tell you this. Women, like, men feel they have the power because they give you financial, they provide, or they stay with the kid, that they have the authority to be like, well, you gotta, like, suck my or sleep with me because I did this and this for the kid and you. No.
Oh, now that's being possessive.
But there's men out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta put your foot down. Like, yo, no, you shouldn't be in my kid's life just because I'm still giving you. Nah, be in your kid's life because you want to be in your kid's life.
I think,
you're really not going to use my vajayjay just so you could be in your kid's life. Like, that's pretty much then you don't even give a fuck about your kids.
No, because now you're using your kid as a scapegoat to, like, get some punani.
And that's whack. I think men who do that are fucking whack. That's whack. Be a man and just take care of your kid just because you want to be in your kid's life. Don't use the female part of nothing. Like, let her move on. Especially, let's say if the men fucked up, you had the opportunity to make it right with that person. You chose not to, so now the person no longer wants to be with you. The same with females. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to bring my kid and then try to stay in your baby father's crib just to prove something to the girlfriend or whatever, or the girl he's talking to. Like,
I come up from the school where it's like, no matter what, like, this is all embedded from how my stepfather moved. Like, no matter what happened within a relationship between me and the mother, we're family regardless. Like, you can move on, you can be married, you can be in a relationship. We still share something for eternity, and that's a child, and I'm always going to be in that child's life. So that's what I've adapted. So if I was to ever have a kid and God forbid the relationship doesn't work out, I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm still going to be in my child's life regardless.
As
financially,
you should. As you
spiritually,
should.
Emotionally, that's just me. And then I don't want my kid to deal with what
there's certain things that mothers can't teach their kids.
No, a mother can't teach a boy how to be a man. It's just simple. As much as a woman loves her son.
So what is it? You're gonna take that away? Why? Because we're no longer together. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you're taking away from our child because we're not in a relationship no more. But that's what I'm saying. That's why that bitterness is like, either you're gonna make it work and we become a family, or then you're gonna have to figure out and do what parents do as a single parent and do the things which you do with your kid.
That's what my father, like, his concept, my biological father, his concept was, well, Day-Day's with his mom and his grandma, so he's good. I don't gotta worry about him. Just don't keep no new niggas around him. And that's unfair.
That's selfish.
That's being disingenuous for me, because now, as I grew up, a lot of things that I needed a man to tell me, I had to learn on my own. I mean, I had my uncles and my grandparents, but in essence, as a young man, a lot of the things as far as sports, just how to deal with women, how to deal with finances, that a man is supposed to teach me, or morals and principles as a man, I learned predominantly from women. And it worked out because I guess I turned into this okay individual, but from a male perspective, it needed to be refined a lot more. And I think dudes nowadays, they get so caught up in a relationship not working out that they don't understand the damage that they're putting on their daughter or their son.
No, because they're so
by
focused
not
on
being around, because they're so focused on the fact that, okay, well, my baby moms might move on. I got to make sure I keep that there. No, she's going to move on. Your kid is only going to move as far as the parents go. And if you're going to be inconsistent with your presence or in your principles and your morals and standards that you implement in them, then they're going to turn out to repeat the cycle. And I guess you can say that's why I didn't have a kid yet, or I didn't meet the right woman. But I think once I have a child, if I ever do, I already know what to instill in that child and how I'm going to maneuver with that child, regardless if the relationship doesn't work out or not. I will, of course, anybody would want the relationship to sustain itself, but the child is forever. Like, that child ain't going nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so why not make a relationship with your kid, even if you're not with your partner?
It's ego, it's pride. It's too many things that don't mean shit.
Your kid represents you. You want to, like, put them onto game. You want to teach them right from wrong. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to let this kid know everything that you learned late. Why not put them on early so that way later they don't make same mistakes as you did?
That's why I want a daughter.
So she could be a thought.
Come again? You think my daughter's going to come out to be a dot?
Maybe.
Why? Why would you do that? Nah, for what? No. Let's have a deep dive. Why?
No, you know, is that everybody, when they be like, when men want, funny thing, men usually say they want a son because they don't want a daughter because they're going to be a little.
You know why I want a daughter? It may be selfish, but I want a daughter because I want to teach my daughter how not to turn out to be, as far as what is being presented as representation of women somewhat nowadays. And also, I feel like me having a daughter, I would get the love and affection that I would crave from a woman through my daughter.
True.
That I don't want to even have to worry about a woman. Even if the relationship don't work out with the mother, I'll be cool. I got my daughter. And my daughter is unconditional.
It should be like that. It has nothing to do with the parents, and I don't know why certain parents don't see that. Like,
I think parents don't understand how unconditional a love a child is. Like, it's aimless. Like, it's unsolicited.
Because remember, a lot of people. What's the term where a lot of men trap women or women trap men? And it's not because they want a kid. It's just because they wanted some type of tie to that individual.
Yeah, to the it's so crazy. Like, when a dude says to a fire girl, like, yo, I want to get you pregnant. That's not a compliment. That is fucking insane. That shit is harassment. Like, no.
I don't know how I feel about, like.
Has a dude that really came up to you like, yo, Stacey, I want to get you pregnant?
Yeah, that has happened.
Yo, what if a dude?
Men have said that to me.
Yo, what?
I don't know. I never been like, oh my God, yeah, let's have it. Like, no, I'll be like.
Yeah, like, what is a woman's response after a dude be like, yo, I want to get you pregnant? Or a woman just be like, yeah, let's go in the bathroom right now real quick.
No.
What if his sperm count was low?
If you're not someone who I see myself with and I want to have a family with, I'm not gonna take that as a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, so if you do see somebody that you can have a family with, and he checks all the boxes, and he just be like, you know what, Stacey, I'm gonna get you pregnant. You gonna be like, yeah, let's go right.
I mean, I wouldn't say let's go, but if it happens, I wouldn't.
Let's do it right here on the Del Fresco steakhouse table.
Majority of people, I don't think they plan kids. I think every kid has low-key been a mistake. Like, no offense.
Has your child been a mistake?
My son was definitely a mistake. Like, I mean,
alrighty then.
like, I think it just happened, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm pregnant. Like, and then it was something that we both like. Okay, let's take it
There's
to.
never really any true preparation for a child.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think like you really like. There are some people who just really like, yo, we gonna make a kid. Like, they'll keep their legs up in the air to make sure, like, just.
Yeah, it's called Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah, she got a situation. But what I'm saying, like, I didn't plan my son. Like, I think it just happened, and the next thing you know, 5 weeks later, I'm like, oh shit, my period didn't come.
Yo, we keeping these shits every fucking episode, yo. I swear to God. We keep these shits every episode.
So I guess I lost my train of thought.
How much time we got left, Walter?
I lost my train of thought. You gotta. You can hear me. I ain't even gonna lie. I want to eat my salmon, but
You hungry?
I'm starving.
You didn't eat today?
No, I had such a long day today.
You all right? You good? You got a new job, so that's everybody sending congratulations to Stacy. She got her new gig. She don't got to do no more long trips past the toll no more. When you start?
February 1st.
Oh, so you can like really just be like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm not coming back to work.
Yes, I'm kind of like debating, like, do I give a 2-week notice?
Put your 2-week notice in.
I was gonna
now.
give it 1 week.
No, put your 1 week notice now. Take 2 weeks off, prep yourself, and then.
I was gonna take 1 week. Like, next week will be my last week of work.
Or you can just ride out to the end of the month, and then get that.
My birthday's on Friday. I don't want to work.
Next Friday.
What
you doing?
I have no plans.
Me neither.
I have no plans.
For real? Nobody playing that? Somebody's gonna surprise you.
No.
Yo, Walter is the fucking man. Yo, Walter is the fucking man.
That one took me so off guard. No, I don't have.
No plan. We'll figure something out. I got something in my sleeve for you and Gabby. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Message.
Yeah, I was gonna leave to PR, but I'm gonna just stay here.
Well, I'll have something planned for y'all when you and Gabby are both back in New York.
Hopefully, Gabby comes back this week or something. I don't know.
I'll figure something out for y'all birthday.
But yeah, if not, then I don't know. I guess
I got something on my sleeve.
I want to start thinking, like, you know what it is? Birthdays are so special to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I take birthdays very personal.
As far as your friends planning it?
Yeah, like, because you know what? I'm that friend that I'm going to go all out.
I'm more gung-ho on focusing.
But then it's like I had a conversation with a friend, and he was just like, yo, Stace, like, yo, like, you just got to be grateful that you alive and you saw another year.
That's it.
But I told him, I'm like, yo, I respect that. But
as
I just,
depressing as it sounds,
one day that I just want to feel extra special.
You want to feel loved?
I do.
You'll get a hug when your birthday. Don't worry about it.
That's like literally like it's just one day. I just want to feel like some extra love. That's it.
You can feel like any day of the week. That's why it shouldn't take your birthday.
It shouldn't take your birthday. 100%. I totally agree. But the fact that it is, it's like. I don't want to plan nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want where my friends be like, hey, this is what we're doing. Just get ready and we out. You know, my friends know me. So it's like they know.
Say less.
And then.
Say less.
I don't have a boo. So.
That be the bad part, too.
Like, you want your man to, like, take you out and surprise you.
None of my girlfriends did nothing for me for my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, thanks, Walter, for reopen those wounds. Appreciate it.
I mean, hey, that's right.
Yo.
I haven't celebrated a birthday with a man, like their birthday. So I haven't done nothing special for no one in a while.
So you expecting somebody to do something for you?
No. I had a conversation with the person who I would have loved to spend my birthday with, but
what happened? You want to take a shot?
Yeah.
Take a shot. Can't take a shot. Don't worry about it. It's a shot question. Yo, your shirt is fire.
Thank you.
They didn't kill Alpo. You think they killed Alpo?
I think he's hidden somewhere.
I said the same thing.
It was too good to be true, right? Like the setup.
Remember, he was on a federal case. He was in federal witness protection program.
So he's back on it.
Yeah, they I think that here's my theory on it. I think that they set that whole shooting thing up in front of the precinct.
So people could just back off from him, like the fact that he's back on the streets.
So he can go back into witness protection program, because I think the feds was like, all right, my nigga, you're wilding out here. You're making yourself a little bit too exposed, so we got to put you back in. He ain't dead.
I don't think so, neither.
He ain't dead.
Did they have a funeral for him?
No.
There you go.
They didn't have a funeral. They didn't do an autopsy. None of that shit. None of that.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Alpo is somewhere in New Mexico with fucking Heisenberg from Breaking Bad.
I don't know, but I don't think so, neither.
I don't think he did.
No, it was just like, and then the timing too, like, that means Halloween, but wasn't it like in the morning, like
early,
like 9, 8, 9, 10?
No, it was like 4. It was after the club, like 4 or 5 in the morning. They said that.
Oh, okay.
He had a Louis Vuitton Jason mask on. It was right in front of the precinct on 147 Hall for the 8th and 8th Avenue.
Okay, so then,
he's not dead. Alpo not dead. Listen, don't believe everything you say. Alpo's not dead.
I mean, don't believe nothing, period. Look what the hell we going through. Now we got the whole CDC saying go back to work after 30 minutes.
They're telling you to go back to work after 5 days.
Now it's 30 minutes.
So, boom. No, check this out. How many sick days do you get allotted once you get hired for a job?
I don't even know no more. It's
5 days.
That's if you're vaccinated.
Once you get hired for a job, vaccinated or not, but even beforehand, you get 5 days of sick day time. So now they're telling you that, okay, well, if you have COVID, you can come back in 5 days, which accumulates all your sick pay. So if you exceed any of that, the company's not responsible to pay for you.
That's some whack shit.
Welcome to America. Yo, listen, man, if anybody want to come with me to Bali, look, if shit don't work out, if the podcast don't work out, if all my business ventures don't work out, I'm going to Bali. I'm dead serious.
I'm going to Canada. Taking my child.
Fuck Canada. Bali.
I mean, that is better weather.
What? To have a fucking crib in a rainforest looking at a beautiful view?
Yeah, but then you're going to get tired of that.
No, I'm not. I'm sick of this world. I'm sick of New York. I'm sick of this world. I'm sick of the people. Listen, man, I'm just tired of it. So if this podcast the trajectory of this podcast, how I envision it, doesn't go, and my business venture doesn't go how it is, I'm out of here. I'm going to Bali. Fuck everybody. Don't dismiss me when I'm telling you my plans.
No, then
when I disappear, you're gonna reference this episode and be like, oh well, they did say it.
No, you're not. I mean, yeah, I'm over it. I'm over New York as well.
Well, listen, not Gabby. Stacy, if you want to go to Bali, you and Gabby, if y'all don't think shit working out, let's go to Bali. Fuck it.
I'm sure Boche will be with the shits.
What? I can convince him. Yo, bro, you thought Puerto Rico was fire. You ever seen a rainforest in the morning?
They got rainforest in PR. El Yunque.
No. In Bali, Indonesia, you got a condo in a tree.
That's dope. I never been to Bali. Somewhere I want to go.
We just gotta get off.
I want to go to Singapore.
Nah, Singapore got too many transgenders.
They got the biggest mall in the airport.
And they got too many transgenders.
That's not my problem because I ain't going for people.
That's my problem.
I'm going to explore.
What you want?
Are you hooking up with people over there?
All right.
Oh, you want a bunch of happy endings.
All right. So I think this is episode 11.
Guys, episode 11.
But nooks.
It's only the beginning.
Yes.
It's a new year.
First podcast of 2022.
Yes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We got much more for you guys.
Big surprise next episode.
Yes.
Collab
stay tuned.
episode.
And hopefully Gabby will be back. If not, then
Stacy in a place.
You'll see. And we would have a special guest.
Yes. True indeed.
We were supposed to have a special guest today,
Yes.
but things went a little left.
Shout out Jen.
Shout out to Jen.
Shout out Jen. How you doing?
Jen. But stay tuned. Next week, holla at a player when you see me in the streets. All right. That wasn't really like, I'm not a player.
You a player?
No, I'm
You just crush a lot, right?
No.
You just crush a lot.
I have one crush.
Who you crushing?
My baby. My little papa.
My little papa's done.
All right. Stay tuned because a bitch is hungry. I am so hungry.
That food about to slap.
I'm about to do that.
That food
How do
about
you
to-
feel?